Welcome back to Sylence 13.5. I'm Ashley, and today we're diving into one of the most troubling aspects of our criminal justice system. Inequality, specifically, will examine how socioeconomic status and ethnicity shape experiences within the system. We'll also confront South Carolina's history of wrongful convictions, a history that includes devastating loss of property, liberty, and life. Our justice system is supposed to be blind, treating everyone equally under the law. But in reality, the scales of justice are often tilted against the poor and people of color. Wealth determines access to quality legal representation, while systemic bases frequently result in harsher punishments and marginalized communities. Studies show that Black Americans are incarcerated at a rate nearly 5 times higher than white Americans. Why is that? I mean, we know why, but it's not right, is it? It is not. Individuals from low income backgrounds are often unable to afford competent legal defense, leading to wrongful convictions or plea deals that are not in their best interest. Bail systems disproportionately harm the poor, forcing them to remain incarcerated while awaiting trial simply because they cannot afford to pay. In South Carolina, the consequences of systemic inequalities have been particularly, oh my goodness, devastating. Throughout the state's history, innocent individuals have been wrongfully convicted, leading to stolen years, ruined lives, and tragically death. Consider the harrowing case of George Steiny Jr., a 14-year-old African-American boy wrongly executed in 1944. George was accused of murdering 2 young white girls in Alcula, I think is how that's pronounced, South Carolina. His trial lasted barely 2 hours, and an all-white jury deliberated for just 10 minutes before sentencing him to death. He became the youngest person executed in the United States during the 20th century. Decades later, in 2014, George's conviction was vacated, acknowledging the grave miscarriage of justice. His family played a pivotal role in seeking the exoneration. His sister, Amy Ruffner, testified that George was with her at the time of the murders, providing a crucial alibi that was ignored during the original trial. Their relentlessness, oh my goodness, that was a hard word to say, pursuit of justice highlights the enduring impact of such wrongful convictions on families and communities. Think about that. A young boy was executed at just 14 years old in 1944. And it wasn't until 2014 that it was proven that he was innocent. A young man lost his life because our justice system did not do their job. The exoneration, while a significant step, could not undo the profound injustice suffered by George and his family. His brother Charles Steiny expressed the family's enduring pain and the importance of clearing George's name, stating, "It was such a short time we had together." George's story serves as a haunting reminder of the fatal consequences of racial and socioeconomic disparities in our justice system. It underscores the urgent need for vigilance and reform to prevent such tragedies from reoccurring. Today, South Carolina continues to struggle with inequalities in its justice system. A recent report by the Sentencing Project highlighted racial disparities in sentencing across the state. Black individuals received longer sentencing than their white counterparts for similar crimes. Meanwhile, poverty remains a significant barrier to justice. Public defender systems are chronically underfunded, leaving many low-income oh my goodness, I lost it. Leaving many low-income defendants with overworked attorneys who lack the time and resources to mount an adequate defense. And while wealthier individuals can post bail and avoid pre-trial detention, poorer defendants often stay in jail for months or even years waiting their day in court. The cost of these disparities isn't just financial, it's deeply human. Families are torn apart, communities are destabilized, and trust in the justice system erodes. For those wrongfully convicted, the damage can be it can't be fixed. Even when exonerated, many face ongoing stigma and struggle to rebuild their lives after losing years to incarceration. So, how do we address these inequalities? It starts with acknowledging that the system is I'm sorry, there's so much going on in the background. I keep getting distracted. Okay. It starts with acknowledging that the system is broken and must be reformed. Here are some steps we can take. Invest in the public defenders. Ensure that all defendants, regardless of income, have access to quality legal representation. Eliminate cash bail. Replace it with risk-based assessments to prevent wealth from determining pre-trial freedom. Mandate transparency. Require courts and law enforcement to collect and report data on racial and socioeconomic disparities. Support restorative justice. Focus on rehabilitation and reconciliation rather than punishment. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Sylence 13. Remember, true justice can only be achieved when it is equal for all. Until next time, this is Ashley reminding you that silence is the enemy, but together we can fight for justice.